Why I love MMOs. Have you ever wanted to live in another world? To be part of an ever-evolving community? To change your name, reinvent yourself, and step into a completely different life? Have you ever wanted to fight demons, join a guild, or find a group of people who just get you? That's why I love MMOs. For those unfamiliar, MMO stands for Massively Multiplayer Online, a genre of games that require an internet connection and sometimes a subscription. Think of World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, games that drop you into vast, persistent worlds where thousands of players share the same space. I remember the exact moment I fell in love with MMOs. I was at my uncle's house, watching him boot up his PS2, the title screen appeared, Final Fantasy XI Online. I was mesmerized. He had a keyboard plugged into his console, grinding out ungodly hours with friends from all over the world. Even when he played solo, random players would pass by, going about their own adventure. To my younger self, this was mind-blowing. You're telling me you can hang out with people from all over the world? People you don't even know? I couldn't wrap my head around it. My uncle wasn't the only MMO gamer in the family. His son played RF Online, a mech-based MMO. I never got to play it, but just seeing it fueled my excitement even more. From that moment, I was hooked. For years, I went on an MMO spree. If a game had an online world, I wanted in. I played Cal Online, FlyFF, Silk Road Online, Rose Online, RuneScape, City of Heroes, Star Wars The Old Republic. I even played Toontown, but only the free trial, because I was 9 and broke. Even World of Warcraft, the MMO juggernaut. I only played with $20 GameStop battle chests because I didn't want to ask my parents for a credit card, but none of that mattered. I was enchanted by the idea of being in a persistent world, a place where you can make a name for yourself. Any name. 2 games in particular shaped my love for the genre more than any other. My introduction to Phantasy Star Online for the GameCube was a defining moment. I remember watching my cousin and his friends huddled around an old CRT TV, passing controllers back and forth as they faced off against a giant dragon. I was in awe. Seeing them strategize, buy upgrades, manage their inventory, and time their attacks. This was more than just a game. It was an adventure. I had to play. Then one day, I was at the store, browsing the PC game aisle. A single line on a game box caught my eye. Pay once, play forever. That was my golden ticket. Maybe my dad would buy it for me since there was no subscription. And he did. Shout out to my dad. Guild Wars. And later, Guild Wars 2 will always have a special place in my heart. Fighting my first char. Walking into Lion's Arch for the first time. Getting absolutely wrecked by an enemy and realizing the more you die, the lower your health gets when you revive. Staying up late on landline phone calls with my best friend, just roaming around, leveling up and talking about life. That's why I love MMOs. I love the feeling of being a part of a living, breathing world where things happen with or without you, where you can stumble into a random conversation and meet someone who becomes a lifelong friend. Strangers become guildmates, rivals push you to get better, and communities form over shared victories and defeats. MMOs were more than just games. They were an escape, a sanctuary, a place to be yourself or someone entirely new. A place where the only thing standing between you and adventure was the enter world button. And time again, I find myself coming back because there's nothing like that feeling.